Welcome to another audio guided tour of a one-up puzzle. We're going to do the daily. It'll be number 220. It is an 8 by 8. And we solve these in a segment-based style. We're not after putting down numbers. We're after resolving segments. So we plan first. We divide the board into quarters. Decide which is most active and easiest to solve. That's going to be the southwest in this one. Which is the least likely to solve quickly. That's the southeast. And it's just a matter of deciding whether we go from the northeast or northwest to play down into the one that's easy to solve. I think that after we resolve all these twos, though, the northwest will be our best bet. A brief talk about rare digits. In these larger solves, it's best sometimes to solve the rarer digits first, especially if you can just exclude everything like all 8s or all 7s. And this is because of how column length or segment length works. Once a line is segmented, there's obviously going to be more 1s and fewer 8s. In this puzzle, we have 4 8s. But the first segment is not until to make a 3-5 split. So we also have the same number of 7s and the same number of 6s, 4 of each. They will be in some sort of matrix of allowable cells between the 4 columns and the 4 rows. Sometimes it's really easier to start that way. But that's not the only rare digit. In this case, we have 6 2s already, and they are placed in such a way that they're going to probably resolve all of the 2s. And resolving a low digit, especially 12 digits, it is a pretty useful thing. So we're going to start with the 2s. We're going to start with row 4. Row 4 can't have a 2 here or here, so this is a 2. Once you use 2s to rule out something down, switch the direction, and you'll find usually another one just like that. Just for ease of use, we're going to go to the right now. This 2 sees here, sees there, and this 2 sees there. Going down, the next 2 we have is this one. That can't be a 2. That can't be a 2. This or this could be a 2. Interesting. That can't be there, and that could be a 2. Or that can be a 2. Let's look at this next line. Not a 2. Not a 2. Oh, there's not a 2. There's not a 2. And that's our last 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. That's a good start. Let's work this northwest. We look at column 1. This can't be our 5. This is not our 5. This has to be a 5. Now this sets up some pretty interesting play here. This is a 1-3, and this is a 1-3. In column 1, this is our row 1, this isn't useful, but in row 2, this is also 1-3. And when you have 2 squares that pigeonhole 1 and 3 like that, because 1 and 3 can only go in 2 squares, the other squares can't have 1 and 3. Meaning this square here can't be 1, 2, or 3, it must be a 4. Now, that makes this a 1-3. And this is also a 1-3. Column 4 still is doing a supporting role here, meaning this 1-3-4 is a 4. And I like to turn when we get to the end of a segment. So we just went and did this row. Let's do this column here. Not useful. But this row. Well, that could be a 1-3. That can be a 1-3. Well, there's our 4. Let's look down. There's our 1-3 again. This also is a 1-3 because it can't be 2 and it can't be 4. Now we have a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4 gone, and a 7. So we need a 5, a 6, or an 8. But this one can't have a 6 or an 8. So that's our 5. This can't have a 6. And this must be a 6, leaving us just the 1 and 3. Now this is a 1 and 3. but this is also 1 and 3. Well, there's a 4. But now look down here. Our 1-3 string is broken. There's a 1, there's a 4, and let's kill the string. There's a 3, and this needs a 1, a 5, or 7, but that can only be a 1, and that can't be a 5. So we have all of that. I want to go back and finish this because we said we wanted to work on this area. And with the 3 and the 2, we can just finish this real fast. 3 and 1, and we've done it all. And let's go up and finish this quadrant up here. That needs a 3, that needs a 1, that needs a 3, that needs a 1, that needs a 3, that needs a 1, that needs a 3. And that needs a 1, and that needs a 3. Well, this needs a 4, and this needs a 1. All we are doing is playing out what the columns are forcing us to do. Now here, we need a 3, and it can't be here, here, here. So the 3 has to be here. And we can continue doing this column until we're done. This needs a 7, 8. This needs a 6, 7. And this needs a 6, 8. Well, that's not doable. This is the shortest one of turning. 6 and 7, 6 and 7. Well, there's a 6. There's a 7. And this needed a 6 or an 8. That's our 8. That's our 6. Next row over, that one's a 7. And that is a 1. Might as well do this because we're here. Go back to this. This has to be our 3. This has to be the 5. Turning, we know this is a 3. This is a 1. Turning, we know this is a 4. This is a 1. And turning, that is our 8. And that is the entire puzzle. 7 minutes with a little bit of talk. I probably glided through the end once the intersections became clear. And it was just a matter of deciding what to eliminate next. But I hope that's enough detail to help people get started. Let me know what you think of this, what I can do differently. Please like and comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. I appreciate you, and we will see you again tomorrow.